Mitch Biden is the rock god who's a sod. Fajita bomb. Anyway, welcome to Under 8 Albums. Now this album from a band is considered to be one of the forerunners of speed metal, but they just classified the music as pure rock and roll. So anyway, here's Motorhead with their album, Another. Well, that was lame. Another Perfect Day was released in 1983, and came after their last album, Iron Fist, which came out in 1982. This album also introduces Brian Robertson from Thin Lizzy as lead guitar, who replaced the original guitarist Fast Eddie Clarke. Robertson even replaced Clarke on the tour for the Iron Fist. And now let's go into the song.
Your mother sucks cocks in hell.
Ah! Anyway, here's the first track called Back at the Funny Farm. The song starts out the same way as Ace of Spades, but that riff certainly comes out of nowhere. I mean, the riff sort of sounds like something out of Roman times. It certainly gives the song an epic feel, and complements the driving pace. I wonder what they mean by a funny farm, though. Is it a farm where animals tell jokes?
My son is out of his mind. My son loves to play with his... It's a problem. He plays with his non-stop, like can't stop playing with his... and he calls it his ting-ting, a ting-ting!
Anyway, this song's an all-around good opener. And now for the second track called Shine. This song is a single from this album. This song basically has a blues chord progression, or however you call it. While certainly not as epic and driving as Back at the Funny Farm, it's still a good song. Jesus? Oh, Jesus.
That's what my ex-wife said.
And now for the third track called Dancing on Your Grave. This song is another single, and for good reason. I mean, this song is one of the most memorable riffs from this album, and definitely showcases Brian's melodic skills. And the song still has a driving pace, like most Motorhead songs. The song reminds me of that one video about that guy dancing on graves, obviously because of the title.
Dancing on your grave!
And now for the fourth track called Rocket. This song is one of my favorites from this album. I mostly like it because of how the riff sounds, with its lush production. Also, in the background throughout the song, if you listen closely, you can hear a piano. It's just one note played over and over again, like an old-style 50s piano riff. And now for the fifth track called One Track Mind. This song is certainly one of the slower songs on this album. I like its slow pummeling riff, and I also like the lyrics too. I don't know what the lyrics really talk about, but they seem to list a number of things, including one-lane highways and two-faced women. What I also like about the song is the solo, which seems to come out of nowhere. And now for track number 6, called Another.
Oh, seriously, that joke is getting really old. Did he just say Octorok?
Octorok!
This song, like Dancing on Your Grave, also has a memorable riff. It also has a good driving pace. It's a good song, but seems to kind of repeat at the halfway mark. And now for track number 7, called Marching Off to War. This song would fit perfectly in a soundtrack for a war movie.
Alright, let's go!
Now for the 8th track, called I Got Mine. This song is another single from this album. I really like the song's intro, especially when the drums come in. It also does the same thing towards the middle of the song. The song's riff is also pretty memorable. And now from the 9th track, called Tales of Glory. This song is surprisingly shorter than all the other songs, where it's only at 3 minutes. Though this song's length is pretty much the same length as all their other songs. In fact, this song is even more traditional Motorhead than back at the Funny Farm. And now for the 10th and final track, called Die.
You bastard!
Get it? Oh, forget it. Just play the song.
I like how Lemmy sings this song. It sounds really aggressive and mean. The song itself is certainly unique, or seems to be the perfect hybrid between traditional Motorhead and the more melodic Motorhead of this album. So anyway, this is an awesome closer to an awesome album. So yeah, that's the end.
So in conclusion, this is one of Motorhead's most underrated albums. I mean, this album is mostly like any other Motorhead album, with fast songs, hard riffs, and powerful drumming. The one major difference though is the guitar sound, which is more melodic than all their other albums. Too bad though that one difference is the reason why this album is so underrated. I mean, a lot of people didn't like the more melodic sound back then when it was first released, and because of that, a lot of people don't know it now. But I think the melodic sound is great, and definitely makes for some memorable riffs. Overall though, I think the sound either hinders or even helps the band, The sound is just different, and still should be respected. So anyway, that's my review for this album. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.